Alright, well, hello. Welcome everyone to Go Cards. This is the first video from the channel. It's the first channel I've ever done on YouTube. So this is all very new to me. All new experiences, new things to try and learn, to try and do. So expect it to be a little bit amateur-y to start off with. I don't know anything about video editing or things like that, so it's all going to take me a little bit of time to make it a bit more professional. It's not the best of setups, much more better equipment I prefer to use, but that all, takes time to develop into something. But to get into what I'm doing here, as you might be able to tell, this is going to be a Pokemon card opening sort of channel. Would potentially like to branch out into other openings, but at the moment primarily with Pokemon cards. And I've not even been collecting Pokemon cards for that long, which is why I thought it'd be nice to start up this sort of channel to kind of help document my journey through the Pokemon collecting. I started collecting during the Mega Evolution era. I think Ascended Heroes had just come out when I started collecting, which obviously made it very difficult to get newer cards. But I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I think I came across Pokemon just like this on YouTube. I was watching some football opening card things, and then Pokemon sort of popped up, and I don't know why I thought I'd watch it. I was never into Pokemon cards as a kid. I never really played the games, watched the cartoons or anything. But as I watched a couple of videos, just seeing, I really enjoyed the artwork and how the cards looked and the sort of things you could pull, and it was just quite nice. So I thought I'd buy myself a few cards or a few packs to open up, and I've quite enjoyed it. Not pulled anything crazy, but yeah. So pretty much I've started collecting with the newer sets. I've got a couple of sets here which I've never opened before, I don't think. Perfect Order and Ascended Heroes I have. But as for binders, I do have one for Ascended Heroes, Perfect Order, Phantasmal Flames. I do have some Mega Evolution cards, but I haven't got that into a binder yet. But I am also doing the Japanese as well as the English. But yeah, so it's going to be an interesting ride, I think. Plenty for me to learn. Lots of errors already in this video, which I am just going to leave in. I'm not going to do too much editing. I will hopefully learn how to edit things as I go along, which I will play around with editing this before it goes out. But maybe we should just get into opening some cards. I do have lots of other things to open at a future date, but let's get into it. I'm not too sure how often content is going to come out. I will try and do it as much as I can, but it all takes a bit of time. But we know how much Pokemon cards cost, so the budget will be a certain limiting factor. Sword and Shield, I'm not even too sure how many from the back it is, so I'm not going to do a pack trick on this one. But I also know I shouldn't be checking the code card because that's not very good. So we've got a Joltik, a Weedle, Sandile, Oshawott, another Sandile, reverse, and Energy. So what is it? It's 4 from the back. So I'll try and remember that for the next one. And we'll try not to look at the code card as well. Which we've done immediately. There we go. All things to get used to. Excadrill, Nuzleaf, Weedle, Drillbur, Clefairy, Well. What do we get? We got a Lugia Hollow. That's quite nice. Yeah, quite like that. Some nice artwork on there. Let's just pop that one in a sleeve. And that one can sit up there. Right, well, on to the last pack of Vivid Voltage. I mean, I did look into this at long, so I've not really opened this set previously. But yeah, having a look into it, I mean, it looks like there was what? The top card, I believe, was a Pikachu V Max Rainbow. I did have a look at some of the artworks from the set. Nothing in there really that I was too fussed about. I wouldn't say this is a set I'm going to go out and buy more of and open more of. Quite a lot of the Rainbow Rares. Now I'm not a massive fan of the Rainbow Rare cards. Eldred, Joltik, Sandile, Seedot, Mudbury. Oh, what have we got back now? Oh, Darmatan VMAX. That is quite nice. Very nice to pull. Like I say, I'm not overly keen on the artworks on this set, but very happy to pull a VMAX. I'll get that one into a sleeve as well. We'll pop it back here. Not going to see him that well because the lighting isn't great in here. I do need to buy some other lighting to try and help keep things brighter. But, you know, as I say, all things come later on. So now we'll move into a bit of Rebel Clash. Again, don't know too much about this set. Again, I did look. I believe the top card from the set is a trainer, Boss's Orders. Again, from the Sword and Shield era, so I'm going to try and do the same with the co-card and a pack trick. So yeah, I'm not too sure what I would want to pull out of this set. As I say, not really looked at it, not really collected too much of it before. It's quite interesting with the yellow borders though. I've not opened too much with the yellow borders. It's always mainly been the silver ones for me. A Full Hill. Obviously, yeah, I've never played the Pokemon game either. Perhaps that is something to look into in the future, to open up and start playing. Not much from that pack, which is okay. Not everyone is a winner. So we go into the next one. What energy have we got? Water? No. I'm never going to get the energies right. It's very rare. An Electrode. Impidimp. Looks like it's chilling out there, just leaning on a tree or something. Shinx. Sandygast. I don't know why, I quite like that artwork. Just looks pretty cool. Roly-Coly. Oh, Palitoad Reverse. Probably be quite handy for my Pokédex. I don't think I've got that one yet. But yeah, obviously I'm trying to do a Pokédex collection as well. I think I've got about half of them so far. Oh, that's a very nice holo as well. Stick that back down with the collection. Hopefully keeps them going with some nice hits today. We'll go 4 from the back. A Scoop-Up Note. Clefairy, always like a nice Clefairy artwork. It's probably one of my favourite ones from the Perfect Order coming up later. That's I do quite like that Clefairy artwork as well. Growlithe, Dreepy. And we have, what is back there? Quite like the Meowth. A nice reverse there, and then let's see what we've got behind. The Bull. Nice V card. A little bit off centre, but not too bad. Again, this will probably be a nice one for my Pokédex. So to be honest, yeah, it's going quite well so far with the opening. All of those packs, they came from a mystery bundle I bought off of eBay. So considering that they're not the most expensive sort of sets, and I was sort of guaranteed X amount of packs from it, was one of those. Wasn't really the sort of sets I was looking for or hoping for, but I take it. I take any cards I can get, really. So very happy with what's being pulled from the packs. And then these packs I bought yesterday from my local shop. And I bought that because they're doing a raffle for the Chaos Rising, the newest release coming out. They have some stuff coming in at retail price, so to try and make it fair for everyone, it's just sort of, well, and I suppose to help the queues and things like that. They just ask, they do like a period of 5 days or so where you come in, spend £10 or more, and you can get put into that sort of raffle to try and get some of the new set which is coming out, which I quite like that. That's quite a good idea. Like I say, I probably only had to buy one packet of Ascended Heroes to be able to go into that, but I thought I'll buy a few more packs. I wanted a few more things to open for today. So anyway, let's get into the next pack. Indeedy, a Magmar, a Stoffel, Coughing, Natu. Again, it looks quite happily, nicely chilled out. You might be able to hear my cats running around like mad. That will happen sometimes. They may even come up on here sometimes, which, you know, it'll be nice. It'll be nice for them to get involved. Alright, and that's the end of that one. So now we're going to go into perfect order. More things that I'm used to opening and prefer to open the newer, modern Mega Evolution era. I mean, what other things have I missed or not opened yet? I mean, 151 would be the biggest one for me that I would love to open. But will I? I'm not too sure. Just because it is quite expensive. So it's probably not a set I'm ever going to try and master set, but you know, hopefully if I can ever get hold of a few packs, it'd be nice to open it. Got a Seal, the Blade, Spupa, and yeah, like I say, I mean, Perfect Order is probably the closest English set I've got to a master set. I think I'm sitting at around 80-ish%, 84, 86%, something along those lines. Naveen reverse, Drapion, and a Salazzle EX. I believe I do have all of the EXs. I'm just missing a couple of reverses and a lot of the full art stuff and illustration rares and special illustration rares. So from Perfect Order, I mean, what is the biggest card currently in Perfect Order? It's probably the Meowth, the Meowth SIR. I don't have that one yet. It is a very nice card though. Always do like a Meowth card. And what cards do I like from that set? I do, well, obviously the Meowth, I do quite like the Meowth. I quite like the Mega Starmie stuff. They just do seem a little bit ridiculous, but I do quite like them. And the Clefairy, is it Clefairy? The Clefairy, which is it's just sort of sat there, you know, with the stars above, a nice starry sky. I quite like that card. And I think it is the Mega Starmie is the biggest card which I've currently got from the set, or the biggest pull. Do have something at the back there. Oh, we've got the Forest of Vitality. And this is the thing I really enjoy. Little spooper down there, is it? No, that's not a spooper, is it? It might be, but anyway. I just really enjoy the art, and especially the full arts and that from these newer sets, which has got me into collecting. I believe I do already have that one, but I can't remember if it's English or Japanese, which I have this one. So hoping it's one which I need for the collection. But if not, it's fine. I have a binder with just duplicates, which at some point I'll have to take down to my local shop and trade in to try and get some more cards that I need. I mean, in an ideal world, I'd love to pull everything, but we all know that makes the hobby quite expensive if you're just buying packs and pulling everything. Staryu, Glefkey, a Potion, Rowlet. The Rowlet's quite a nice full art as well. The IR in this one. Raticate. Rose's Encouragement, a Seal Reverse, Aurora Reverse, and Rocky Energy. The only thing I don't like from this set is those energy cards. Those are the ones I just don't like. Pull so many of them. So, yeah, nearly into the Ascended Heroes. Last perfect order. And what have we got? We've got Pokeball. Shinx. Tyrant. Raticate. A Pokepads. Snover Reverse. Pokeball Reverse. And a Gengar Holo. Just quite nice. Definitely have this. I probably have a few of these. I should probably add them to my sort of trade binder. They're probably not worth a huge amount of money, but they are definitely worth a little bit. And everyone loves a Gengar. Right, so into Ascended Heroes, which, I mean, I'm sure you all know about Ascended Heroes. It's probably the biggest set of the modern era. The amount of cards that are in the top 100 for price and all of that sort of thing is absolutely crazy. Just the price of the Gengar, of the Pikachu, of the Dragonite. You know, I'm pretty sure those are the 3 top cards. Obviously, I would love to pull any of those. I don't have any of those cards yet. But from Ascended Heroes, I mean, you know, I do have a few favoured ones, and I think I've pulled all of my sort of more chasey cards. So the Psyduck, that's, you know, I do quite like Psyduck. That's the most, or the biggest pull I've got from this set, which I absolutely love. It's that card. I'm a big fan of Mimikyu, and I've pulled the Team Rocket's Mimikyu from this set. But then I quite like the Doug Trio card, and I pulled that one as well. So, you know, a lot of the cards I really enjoy I have pulled, which I do quite like that. But obviously, I don't want to go out and spend thousands of pounds on the top cards from the set. So it would be nice to pull them. And I do, for the future, I do have Ascended Heroes to open. I've got the 3 EX boxes, which will be a video at some point. I've got 2 poster collections, Gardevoir and Lucario. So that will be a video at some point. You know, I think it'll probably be smart to keep these things for the future because they go up in value, but I don't really care about that. I just want to open up the cards, try and do a collection. So there is more Ascended Heroes to come. But then after that, I don't know, it's quite expensive for Ascended Heroes, so we'll have to see how I get on. We've got the Oddish Reverse, or Pokeball Reverse, and the Stunfisk, and then we've got Victory Bell. So the last pack of the video. So yeah, thank you to anyone who might have watched this video. I'm not expecting this to reach anyone. Like I say, first ever video being made. I fully expect this one to sit on 0 views forever, but you know, hopefully with making more content, making more videos, we'll get out there. Oh, shiny energy into a Slugma. And yeah, I've definitely not pulled a gold pack before, as you can probably tell with not pulling any of the bigger cards. I'm out green. Togepi, Dragonair, Mystery Garden, Weavile, Muriel, with the reverse ball, Totodile, and Zekrom Hollow. So nothing special from Ascended Heroes, but that's okay. You know, to be honest, we didn't have too bad of a video. We have pulled a few nice cards. Nothing too special, but we'll take it, we'll take it. But anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. So again, thank you for anyone who has watched. Not too sure when the next video will be coming out, but I'll try and do them as many and as often as I can. But thank you very much, and goodbye.